Welcome back to Creating a Universe, where we're discussing the various elements that go into creating a believable and immersive world for your story. Today, we're going to be talking about religion and how it should shape and influence the cultures and societies in your world. Virtually every culture throughout history has worshipped the heavens. Whether it be one god or a pantheon of gods, this has always been the case. So one thing that would deepen your world's cultures and make them feel more real and grounded is, you guessed it, religion. If your story has an abundance of cultures, then so too should these cultures have shared and conflicting beliefs, traditions, and cultures. As always, something to keep in mind when creating these belief systems is that they remain consistent with the rest of your world. Incorporate them into the histories of the different locations and societies. Choose in your mind which of these beliefs are the true belief systems of your world, or maybe they're all true and the gods are very well known to your world's population. If there are gods present in your universe, one sentence vaguely mentioning them is not enough. There should be evidence throughout the entire story of a higher power at work. If it's meant to be more of a mystery, then simple hints here and there will do just fine. If on the other hand gods are openly interacting with humans in your world, then what do they look like, how do they act, and what actually makes them a god? Another key aspect when creating a believable religion is to consider how they influence the cultures and societies within your world. Think about how different religious beliefs and practices would shape the way people live and interact with one another. Do they go to some form of church? Do they have scheduled prayer times? What would prayer even consist of in your world? What kind of clothes would these religions inspire their believers to wear, and how would they treat each other and non-believers? Maybe one religion is about peace and acceptance while another requires human sacrifice. For example, maybe one religion condones magic and the use of magic while the other one forbids it. Does magic exist within nature, therefore being a byproduct of science, or does magic stem from religion? Do different systems of belief boast different magical abilities? For example, worshipping the god of death, does that grant somebody necromantic abilities? Versus worshipping the god of life, granting somebody healing abilities. On the other hand, in a science fiction story, different religions might have different views on the use of technology and the use of artificial intelligence. Maybe in religious communities, technology is forbidden, or in contrast, it is the root of the belief system altogether and people worship technology. It's also important to consider how different religions might be treated by society. Similar to other topics, are these communities discriminated against, or do they hold positions of power, and how does this affect your story and your characters? A brief example of how this may affect the world other than between human-to-human interactions is in the movie Trolls. Okay, hold on just 1 second. Stop right there, buddy. It's me from the future. Apparently this movie is called Troll Hunter, not Trolls. I could have sworn that it was once called Trolls, and to me that made a lot of sense because the sequel was called Troll, and it was about one troll. I don't know what happened. It's called Troll Hunter, not Trolls. That's a little kid movie. But I'm pretty sure it's a Norwegian movie, and it's actually pretty good, so check it out if you haven't. Just wanted to correct myself real quick, back to the video. In the movie, trolls can smell the blood of Christians. This comes into play when the characters are trapped within a troll den. They decide to wait until they have a chance to leave, but it is clear that the trolls smell an intruder in their home. Their cameraman begins to panic. They tell him to calm down, and he says that he is a Christian, but he was afraid to tell them. Soon after this, they are discovered by the trolls, and the cameraman is killed while the rest escape. Concepts like this add more dynamic events to your story, so long as you set, define, and keep in mind all of these rules as you're writing your scenes. And that's going to be it for this episode of Creating a Universe. Remember, creating religions that influence the cultures in your world can be a crucial step in building a wide-scale and immersive story for your universe. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'm going to be collecting questions throughout the series, and at the end I'm going to be answering as many as I possibly can. And remember, there are such things as stupid questions, but that does not mean that they should not be answered. If you found this helpful, give the video a like and consider subscribing. Thank you so much for giving me just a bit of your time today. The world is really crazy right now, and I'm sure that you have a lot going on, so it means the world to me that you chose to spend a little bit of your day with me. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.